So we've got a new Evo and it is Creative Finisher. A master of the final third, blending elite vision and slick dribbling with lethal pace and finishing. Creates chances and buries goals, the ultimate hybrid threat. It is a max of 95 and we're going to go to a 97. Still no 5 playstyle pluses, which I'm assuming is going to come this week. I mean, we've got very little time left on the game. Obviously, the lovely FC26 beta has now been kind of started to roll out to people. So we are going to pretty much just be now on the kind of end cycle of it. So I'm interested to see where they go with that. I feel like we've kind of got this massive hype up and then it's just like we've got so many 97s and 98s. I feel like we probably now should be at least going into the 5 playstyle pluses or maybe getting once a week a 99 rated player or even just an SBC at some point. But the Creative Finisher, we'll have a look and see what it's all about. There is no actual position, so what positions would we actually want from this? Acceleration, sprint speed, positioning, finishing, shot power, volleys, vision, long pass, short pass. So we're kind of looking at like a cam or a striker realistically. So let's have a look at what playstyle pluses we actually get in this, because that's going to really depend on who we're going to put in. So let's have a look at daily. We're going to get technical tiki-taka. And that's it. Technical and tiki-taka. Tiki-taka first at the very minimum, which is nice. So really, it's going to be very limited. 95s. We've kind of already gone to the 96s, so I don't know why we've gone back again as such. So who would I want in this? Like, we think we need someone with a triple playstyle plus at the minimum. So if we was to go for anybody with a solid level, so say we went with my Dalglish 94. We got low driven, finesse, quick step. We'd end up with 2 extra on the shooting, 1 dribbling, and a bit of passing. Do we get any weak foot or skill move upgrade? By the looks of it, no. Okay, so very standard, nothing too crazy. This is going to be one that I would suggest as kind of like a combination upgrade. It's not necessarily going to be anything too nuts. We obviously miss out on the technical, which is what we kind of want, especially if we are looking at a striker of this level. Obviously, Dalglish going up to that 97. Quick step, tiki-taka, finesse, and low driven, which he already has. I don't know why it's not. It's very weird. It should be in gold, but is what it is. We know he's got that playstyle plus regardless. Stats-wise, if we look at him from here, doesn't look terrible. I mean, this is the problem. Like, we've already got such high-end players. Does this really make that much of a difference, to be honest? So that's going to be the interesting part, that really, I don't know who I would want to go in this. Just off with looking in my club, there's going to be players that we will see that I don't have. Because it's like if we look at a Son, for instance, finesse and quick step, which is fine. But then he's obviously got the tiki-taka and then technical. He just doesn't need that. We need extra on there. So even with the cam, to be honest, there's going to be so many players with that cam roll that probably just don't need it. Like, we've already got 98s, 97s across the board. So we have to go all the way down now to 95s. It's just not going to really work. Like, even with a Zidane, it's a nice upgrade to him, but it's not going to be the be-all and end-all for him. So let's go ahead and check on Futbin, because I can imagine there's probably players out there that I've not got. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics, and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. And there's 95s that will work in this really well. I don't know if we're going to get the players as of yet, but we do get the evolved. We've got no popular yet. So if we look at the evolved players, can we go with specific positioning? Because that's going to be the big one. I wonder if you could use, well, we'll throw the wing on there as well, as it's not the worst option in the world. Got some random players. So if I'm kind of thinking, who would we want in this over anybody? Because like, literally none of these players are going to get in your team. And then that's just being the brutal point now. We've got so many top-end players. Like, you just look at the team. Like, I mean, even if you've managed to just get one good player from each week, that's probably enough. Like, you think you got Son there. What 97 with the tiki-taka technical upgrade is going to replace a Son at that point? That's going to be the biggest difficult for this one. I'd imagine going through a few of them. Like, if we went... Say we go through Buffon, just to see what a centre mid upgrade looks like. We've got the 91. We'll get 9 on the pace, which is good. That's fine. 5 dribbling, 4 passing, 2 shooting. So in terms of that, we don't get no composure, which is a massive, massive loss. So you realistically need to go with somebody with high composure as well, because you're just not going to get that big of an upgrade. Like, you think to get to 99, we still need a solid, 14 upgrade. At 97 to 99, it's going to require a massive upgrade if you're going to try and get, for instance, someone like Buffon into that level. That's going to be the hardest point, to be honest. But if we do look at someone like, if we go Naki Williams, what card's that going from? Is 91 as well. So we are going to get, I just want to see, what upgrades do we get fully? 6 on the upgrade. So 91 is going to be the lowest that you'll go for if you're looking at a 97. The only other aspect that you could go with is potentially lower down. So for instance, if we're looking at your specific team, if you're looking at, say, a Man U team and you've got an 86 upgrade, an Evo, you've got a bronze to 86 or 88, you could utilize this to get them to, say, 94, 95. And that still gives them then a chance to get another upgrade. The only problem is I'm not a big fan of the technical playstyle plus, especially if I've already got 4 going. So if I've got 4 playstyle pluses and 1's technical, I need to make sure that 5th one is going to be good to make it at least moderately worth it. Now, obviously, when you do look at someone like Anaki, 91 on the composure, which is decent enough. It's high enough. I'd say 90 and above is it's going to get you there. Like, it's not terrible by any means. It's only 8 difference, or for his case, 8 difference from the 99, which not many players have. Like, there's some, but not all of them. 4 on the passing, 2 on the shooting, and then 3 on the dribbling as well. It's a solid upgrade, but it's not anything that I'm too excited with that's going to take over. I feel like we've got to this max of 96. We need to continue with that. And I get they're not necessarily always putting the best of the best of the best in there, but it just feels like this one's a bit of a downgrade compared to what we've had in the past, kind of probably like past week. The 24 hours one with the training camp was really nice. I know that one is in the training camp, so it's a little bit more different, but even a few of the other ones that we've had over the past kind of week have been relatively decent as well. But it just feels like this one's a bit of a step back if you are looking at that attacking player compared to what we've got. Like, you just look at that 98 one we got. Is it the beast mode activate? I know that one is a paid one, but that's already one player of an Evo gone. Like, out of your slot, if you're only utilizing Evo players, that's one gone already, plus any others that we've already put into a 97. So it's a bit of a downgrade in my opinion for this one. I don't think it's absolutely crazy. We will look at the obvious players going into it. If we can look at, not a Haaland that we can't get, but if we can look at players that we would possibly go, I'd probably be looking at cams. We'll obviously look at the popular as well, just to see if there's anybody that scrapes through that you kind of maybe want. R9, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even mention as much, to be fair, because we're not getting no shooting playstyle pluses. This already requires them to have that finesse, that quick step, that low driven already on there, because we're not going to get anything. The quick step trickster into then the technical tiki-taka is not really what you want from R9. Let's be real here. So you've got many other upgrades you'd probably prefer. 1 shooting, 4 passing, no extra on the dribbling. It's just not the upgrade I'd go for personally. So if we go further down, you've got the likes of Palmer, who's already got the technical. If you wanted to, I mean, it probably wouldn't make that much of a difference. Whether we see a bigger upgrade from this 97 as well is yet to be seen. I imagine he kind of should be in the footies this coming week. I think Salah is a definite one from the Prem. That's absolutely a must. If he doesn't get a 99 this year, I really don't know what he needs to do to get it, because he literally won the Premier League. I know they've given Virgil a 99 already, but I feel like if anyone deserves one, it's probably him. And Cole Palmer's another one that I think after his kind of win, I know he got a 97, but he got an absolutely trash team of the season. It was only kind of just by pure luck that they decided to do these teams that actually gave him a pretty decent card. So if we was to upgrade him from his team of the year, 3 pace, 1 shooting, 1 passing. Dribbling doesn't go up, but he does get a bit of agility, balance, and reactions, which is always nice. And he does stay at the 4-star, 5-star. Finesse, dead ball, tiki-taka, and technical. I mean, he already had the technical anyway, so it's not that much of a downgrade. You look at then throwing a hawk on him. That's not bad. Like, it's not the worst in the world. I just think, is it really going to take over a lot of slots? This is going to be purely on a basis of, if you've already got a player done and you just fancy the Evo on him, it might not be the bad choice. Obviously, if you went for someone like CR7, you're going to hope that the 5th play star plus is going to be a finesse shot as well. Even if you go down to the 93, that might not be the worst option, but we've already had Evos that have taken them over. You'll obviously see a lot in the kind of the top end. You'll see a Ronaldinho in there. You'll see an Henry just purely on name basis. You'll see R9 just being floating around. If you went for someone like Rashford, because I don't feel like he will get a footies at this point. We obviously got the 97 shapeshifter, even though it's not an attacking player, it's still an upgrade that it's relatively recent. So maybe upgrading him at some point soon is possibly the way. You do get the technical form, which is a running type as such. But in terms of what we're looking at, 1 shooting, 3 passing, and then dribbling again like the other agility, balance, reactions, which again is not terrible. Just need a bit more on that composure at absolute best. Go with a finisher. I mean, does make him into the topper end sort of player. He's already got the 99 on the pace already. So again, it's not a bad option. You could go with a Deadeye if you really wanted to. I don't think, is there one that does shooting, passing, and dribbling? It's one that we don't know about. We got Maestro. Maestro gives you a bit, but it's not necessarily in the right zones, I'd say. It's not a bad card. It's definitely on the cusp, really. If then we go through, we got Rashford, Rodrigo. He's already got the quick step and finesse, so it's good enough, I suppose. He has got the 97, obviously, in the Season 9, so you possibly move away from him. Finesse, low driven, yeah, you'd probably just go with that version, to be honest. Then, obviously, you've got the Mbappe here. Again, he'll be in the popular votes, but I don't think this is the one I'd go for. Beast Mode Activated was definitely for the Mbappe type. We've obviously got Vitinha. I mean, has it changed the players? I mean, this doesn't seem like cam strikers or left right wings. Let's go like that. Let's see what we get here instead then. So we're going to get Rashford on the first one. Alphonso Davies is probably a no. I'd possibly say just going even lower. Like, a lot of these cards, they're not going to do anything. Like I say, unless you're going for a specific Evo team, there's not really a need for them. Like, you could go with the Dybala. He's already got the technical, so getting a bit of an upgrade. I know he's got the CDM version, which, to be fair to him, has pretty decent playstyle pluses as well. But you could go with this one if you really wanted to, because there was only 1 slot for the Beast Mode Active, and a lot of the 98s only have 1. So you probably got a few players that are still needing of an upgrade. You get a bid on each of them. It's not too bad. It puts him in a roundabout stats. He's already got the 5-5, which is nice. Could you throw the Hawk? What does it actually give you? Let's go down a little bit. It gives you 98, 98. Again, not terrible. It's a decent one to say the least. Don't know when we'll get the popular, because that'll be the interesting one. So we'll get the popular in and see where we go from there. So then, pretty much as we kind of suggested, Ronaldinho, Mbappe, Henry, Ronaldo, R9. Matuidi obviously throwing himself in. I really want this card. Like, just in general, I want his 97 or his 95 in the team just to get some of these Evos. Some beautiful stats from him. But realistically, is this what he really needs? I mean, he's kind of got stats across the board. So, I mean, he's probably one in the kind of centre mid CDM that actually does benefit a lot from a lot of these, because he's going to get a bit of an upgrade across the board. We've already got 2 99s in there. There was another evolution that really did well for him. So this is where you've kind of got to pick and choose with him. You'd go with the Engine 97. Doesn't get no passing. So whether that is what you really want, I'd be looking at either going for possibly, if you could go, I suppose it is the pace dribbling and you get more of a benefit for it. So always interesting with Matuidi. He definitely throws himself up there. But this way, a lot of the names are going to be thrown in. I don't know if I would waste this one on them. I think it's not a bad upgrade, but it depends on if you like the technical. If that's something that you do, it's not the worst, even better for them. But I'd possibly be looking at upgrading somebody on the lower end. Like, I don't think Rivaldo's had really anything from here. So if you're going to take the kind of jump and think they're not going to get the upgrade, then potentially doing that upgrade is going to be quite nice for them to not have anything in the future. This will be their newest, highest rated card for you. So overall, it's a standard. There's nothing too crazy. I definitely look at the popular, but like with a lot of these, I'd just go with somebody that enhances your team of your evolution if you're doing somebody. So if I was looking at a past and present Man U team, I'd possibly be looking somewhere there like that. So that would be possibly the only thing I would do with this Evo. I don't know if I'd quite class any of these worth it in comparison to what we've had in the past that have definitely been more beneficial. So let me know who you're going to choose. Leave it down below. Give us some ideas. And I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.